So this is where we are going to do the guided practice. The first thing you're going to need to do is download a copy of the practice. Once you've done that, you can either print it out and work directly on the paper, or you can just use a blank piece of paper to solve the problems. You're going to complete each problem of the guided practice, pause the video before the solution is given, and try to solve each problem. Unpause it if you get stuck, or to check if you are correct. Here we go.
Right now we are going to estimate and measure the height of this Pig the Pug book. I know in the guided practice it's talking about a notepad. Well, I don't have a notepad available, so I'm choosing another object. And that's okay for you to do. So I'm going to measure the height of Pig the Pug. The first thing we have to do is we have to estimate. And I know that this piece of paper here is, or at least last lesson we found out that it was about a foot, which is 12 inches. So Pig the Pug is less than 12 inches. So I'm just going to go ahead and say 11 inches. And my suggestion when you are going to actually measure, it's to take a piece of paper and mark as close as you can to the edge the top and the bottom. So now that we have it marked, we're going to go ahead and measure. So now that I've removed the book, I went ahead and rotated this piece of paper, so I'm going left and right horizontally, because it'll be easier for me to use the ruler and measure. I'm going to put my ruler down, and if you notice, my ruler has two sides. One side is for inches, the other side is for centimeters. And right now we're measuring in inches. So I want to make sure that I'm looking at the inches side, and I'm going to put my line right on the line to start my measurement. Now this ruler starts here. It doesn't start at the end. The 0 is the first line in my ruler. I'm going to put the first line there, and I'm going to come as straight across as I can. I don't want it to be like this. I want to come straight across, as straight as I can get it. And I'm going to look over here at where this line crosses. And this line crosses very closely to the 10. So I'm going to say that Pig the Pug, the height of that book, is about 10 inches. Now it says to measure, estimate and measure the length, longwise, of a pencil case. Fortunately, I found a pencil case that I'm able to use. If you don't have a pencil case, it's okay if you choose a different object. So I'm going to estimate, and I can see that this is smaller than a piece of paper, so it's less than 12 inches. I'm going to estimate this to be about 10 inches long. So this way, about 10 inches. To actually measure, my suggestion is to take your pencil and have it go as close as you can, up and down, straight up and down, and make the line. On the other side, straight up and down against the pencil case, and draw the line. All right. Now that we have marked the paper to measure, we're going to go ahead and actually measure. So here are the two lines that I made from the pencil case. I'm going to take my ruler, again, making sure that I'm looking at the inches side, not the centimeter side, and I'm going to line up this first mark with the line on the ruler. The first line on the ruler, that is this ruler's 0, not the edge, but the first line. Okay? And I'm going to make it go as straight as I can across to the next line. Again, I don't want it to be at an angle. I want it to be as straight across as I can. And I notice that it is right on that half mark. So when I'm rounding and something is touching that half mark, I'm going to bump it up to the next number. Okay? If it's anywhere from this halfway mark, between the halfway mark and 9, we're going to bump it to 9. If it's from the 8 to almost the halfway mark, it's going to be 8. But the line in the middle and past is going to be bumped up to the next number. So I would say that the pencil case, the length of the pencil case is about 9 inches.